One day, I decided to surprise my family by baking a cake for them. I had never baked before, but I thought, how hard could it be? So, I followed a recipe that I found online and got all the ingredients I needed. I started mixing the batter and it seemed to be going well until I realized that I had forgotten to add the sugar. I quickly added it and continued mixing, but then I noticed that the batter was too thick. I decided to add some milk to thin it out, but I added too much and the batter became runny. I poured the batter into the baking pan and put it in the oven. However, I forgot to set a timer, so I kept checking on the cake every few minutes. When I finally remembered to set the timer, I realized that the cake had been in the oven for much longer than it should have been. I rushed to take the cake out of the oven, but when I opened the door, smoke came pouring out. The cake was burnt and the kitchen was filled with smoke. I panicked and started waving a dish towel around to clear the smoke, but then I accidentally knocked over a bottle of oil, which spilled all over the counter. I was about to give up, but then I remembered that I had seen a video online about how to save a burnt cake. I quickly cut off the burnt parts of the cake and covered it with frosting. To my surprise, it actually tasted pretty good. My family loved it and they thought it was hilarious when I told them about my baking mishaps. From that day on, I decided to leave the baking to the experts and stick to my strengths. But at least I have a funny story to tell.